Welcome to Political Roundtable, a platform where we discuss governance, politics, leadership, and community development. My name is Ukorebi Esien, and today we'll be discussing something very important to you and me, and all of us from Cross River State and as a subsect of Nigeria. And we'll be narrowing down to Central District of Cross River State. And if you're around Cross River State for a while now, there is a phrase or a word that have been ringing around people's ears, and that is the word called Odenism. And I think today we'll demystify that word, and we're going to have a deeper understanding what is Odenism and why Odenism. And to discuss this with me is no other one than Honorable Oden Ewa. He is the central coordinator of the Oden Ewa political movement. And also alongside him is Honorable King Umeyi. He's also the coordinator for Oden Ewa political movement for Obubra local government area. Gentlemen, welcome to Political Roundtable.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So the word Odenism, what does it really mean? Honorable Oden.
Yes. Odenism, it's just what I would say an AKA.
Okay.
You know, we looked at the flow of Oden's movement, and we now had to coin it Odenism to make it flow properly whenever we are addressing our supporters. Because we just noticed that we like calling ourselves the Odenism movement.
Okay.
And when you call us Odenism movement, we are happy. And that is the reason. Not that Odenism has any other meaning than what I have just said.
Okay. So in the run-up of the 2026 APC primaries,
Yes.
There have been a lot of divisions within people from the Central District of Cross River State. And there have been this sharp divide of constituents in the Central District. And you hear people say, I am, is it for Oden, and I am for Eteng, I'm for this, I'm for that, and the rest. So for you, Honorable King, why do you think you should pitch your tent with the Odenism movement?
Well, I will be very specific, especially on this subject. I decided to pitch my tent with Odenism because I happen to be one of the critical stakeholders in my local government and the central. And because of that, nobody can tell me I don't have what it takes to tell if the central is working or it's not working.
Okay.
And because the central, in my eyes and in the eyes of a lot of Obubra people, we have seen that the central is not working.
Okay.
Maybe as we go forward, I'll be able to tell you exactly some of the areas that Obubra people in particular, and of course other local government, have felt very shortchanged and very represented or ill represented.
Okay, just to take it on there.
Yes.
The Obubra man, will the Obubra man blame the incumbent senator for the underdevelopment of Obubra when that federal constituency, the Obubra federal constituency, and also by extension the old Ecom block of the Central District have produced 3 senators back to back? Senator, the former leader of the National Assembly, Senator Victor Ndomegba, was produced from that old Econ block. Senator, this other man from Etum, Owaneno, was also produced from that federal constituency, and Senator John, Sandy Ono was also produced from that federal constituency. And today, just 3 years in office, you tend to blame Eteng for underdevelopment of Obubra?
Well, we are not actually saying he was supposed to develop the entire Obubra, but we are looking at it from the perspective that when you represent people, the people expect you to represent them equitably. For example, we belong to the old Obubra.
Mm-hmm. Is it old Obubra or Olikon?
No, we are the motherland of the old Obubra.
Obubra, okay.
Which comprises of Obubra, local government, Yako and Abi.
Okay, that's true.
So the old Ikom is from Etung, Ikom, and Boki.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we expect the senator to represent us equitably. When you are there representing the people of the central, we think when something is coming to the central and you decide to share it among the children you represent, who happens to be the six children, you should be fair.
Okay, so who should be fair? Eteng?
Yes.
Or Waneno?
No, Eteng.
Sandy? Or
I am referring to Eteng. Who is?
So the rest were fair?
Yes, they were fair. And to my judgment, they were fair.
And you still complain of underdevelopment in Obubra?
No, I am not talking about underdevelopment. I'm talking about underrepresentation.
Okay.
There is difference between underrepresentation and underdevelopment.
Okay.
If you say underdevelopment, I'm not expecting them. Of course, if you look at Obubra properly, you discover that we have very few federal presidents in Obubra.
That's true.
Okay. And now we are not even expecting him to bring much to Obubra. But we expected that some of those little things that he does for other local government, do it for us. If you are saying that so far you are attracting federal roads to Obubra, or you are bringing in some Obubra roads and streets into a federal budget, we should feel the same impact the way you are doing for other local government. And we are seeing it.
So what has been done in other local governments?
We've seen roads.
Where?
At least maybe we heard roads he did at his own hometown.
You heard or you saw?
No. We don't have to go out there. So we read the media now.
Okay, so what has he done in other local government? Roads,
especially scholarships.
Okay.
Overseas scholarships.
Okay.
Foreign scholarships.
Roads.
Now,
foreign scholarships.
Look at this foreign scholarship, for example.
Okay.
Look at this foreign scholarship. The first year we heard about the foreign scholarship, every local government had above 2 slots.
Okay.
For foreign scholarship. Obubra never had one.
Not even one from Obubra.
One.
Okay. So
now the second year, we expected, because we cried out and we said, "Oh, we are complaining that you didn't give us this thing." We expected that the next year, if this scholarship comes, you should look at Obubra and say, "Okay, this is Obubra. I didn't give them last year.
So
let me give them more this year because I should change them last year."
When I'm giving others 2, I can give them 4
at least. But we're giving just 1.
Okay.
While others still have
they are
more.
Above 2. Okay.
We looked at it and we said, "This is not representation, for God's sake."
So now you've talked of roads, you've talked of foreign scholarship. What next? Have you seen in other local government that it's not in Obubra?
Well, I will not, because I am not from other local government, I may not be able to speak exactly what affects them.
Why I specifically picked on you on this is you said Obubra is underrepresented.
Yes.
And we have Honorable Obol, who comes from the same local government, Yako local government, as the incumbent senator. So, Honorable Obol, will you also say, having heard from your colleague that the incumbent is underrepresenting them as long as Obubra is concerned, and your local government should be captured among the other local government he mentioned who have roads and other scholarship and other stuff. So will you also say that Yako is underrepresented in the incumbent Senate Assembly?
Thank you, Mr. Ukorebi. I must say that Eteng is a minus.
A minus?
It's a minus. Eteng is a minus.
But
I've been in this business.
But you once supported him.
I'm coming. That is why I say it's a minus. Because he has failed me. First, he has failed me as a person, not even my people.
Because I know he used to be an ardent supporter of Eteng Jones.
That is why I said
from his days as Speaker of the House of Assembly.
Beautiful.
So what changed?
What changed is because we have seen that he can never learn and he can never change.
When you say he has failed, is it are you bringing personal interest, personal sentiments?
I'm not going to the fact.
Okay.
I said it's a minus. Because let me start from Mpani.
Where he comes from.
Where he comes from.
And you're also from Pani?
I am from Ekori.
Okay.
Ekori is zero. Nothing. Zero. Anybody can quote me anywhere. Zero.
Okay.
Pani, where it comes from, even the ring road, they say it is doing. Go there now. In fact, vehicle cannot even pass in that area where they are saying whether the ring road is going about. As a senator, my brother, we don't expect this man to build houses for people. All we want is that little federal presence. Let us feel it.
Okay. When I actually have a problem with constituents who believe lawmakers should carry out projects.
Yes. Let
because
me tell you,
their number one function is legislature.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Okay, please.
Even at the level where I am, I have held positions in government.
Okay.
Nobody should deceive you that legislate. Do you know there's something we call lobbying?
Lobbying, yeah.
Yes. As a legislator, what we expect from you is not just to sit in the chamber and talk. Go outside, go to even offices and see what is going to your place.
Okay. So even as a first timer, in the National Assembly, there are rankings. So there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things you may not be able to achieve or lobby for.
The term is not a first timer. Do you know why I'll tell you it's not a first timer?
He's a first timer.
No, do you know why I'll tell you it's not a first timer? He is not treated like a first timer. He's a ranking senator. There's a first timer. A first timer is different from what? I'm coming. First timer is different from a ranking senator.
Okay.
Even the position that is given as a ranking senator.
What position is that?
Once the chairman
Petroleum upstream. Okay, so is it because he is a ranking senator that he was given that office?
Yes, there are certain positions. Let me tell you, he must have to choose. First before. For example, if they keep two positions here, he must have to choose before Asuku Ekpenyong will choose.
Okay.
Because he's a ranking senator.
Okay. So what of Jarigbe?
Yes, that's what I mean. If they bring positions here, they say this is positions for crossover, most especially today that all of them are in the same party. Jarigbe will choose first.
Okay.
He will come second.
Okay.
Before
now you say when they bring position for Cross River State,
yes,
we know that Cross River State have always been marginalized. We know that Cross River State has always been looked down upon. So what positions do you think, what assets, what opportunities do you think are up there that will be given or allocated to Cross River State that Eten will have the opportunity of choosing first?
Well, in fact, at the moment I'm talking, I should be talking about my principal, who is now going to take over from him.
And he's not going to be a ranking member.
I'm coming because I have to speak for him.
I know.
So that by tomorrow, if you don't see that happening, I'm coming.
We are actually building bridges.
We are not going to compare notes. Why I'm telling you like this is because I told you there's something we call lobbying, even in the legislature. Like somebody who has been there even at that level.
And I also told you that
now,
you cannot lobby when you don't have that ranking.
No.
Even if you lobby, you may not have it.
No. It has to do with...
We have godfatherism in Nigeria politics.
No. I'm coming. Once you are a senator, see yourself like a senator and act like a senator. Don't belittle yourself. For example, if I am going to the office of the Minister for Works, so you mean the Minister for Works would now go there and now tell me because you are a first timer, I won't relate with you, or because you're a first timer? No.
When
you have mentioned here about building of bridges. You have to build those bridges. You have to create relationships.
Okay.
To attract dividends to your people.
So and you
that
think
they have not done.
I think our lawmakers haven't done that.
You're generalizing the statement.
Yeah. Yes.
You are feeling the impact in the south because your lawmaker is doing it.
Am I feeling the impact?
Yes.
How?
They are feeling the impact in the north because their lawmaker Jarigbe is doing it. Why is our own different?
Well, what if I say
is Asuku Ekpenyong not a first timer?
What if I say in my own
why is he making impact and everybody is feeling it and we are here crying?
What if I say in my own opinion that Ethel Jones is the best senator for the
You
10th
can't
Assembly
say
in Cross
that
River State.
outside the street, you'll be stoned.
And let me
You can't say that outside. If you dare it there, they will stone you down. They will stone you.
If you are saying, let me assume, sorry.
In fact, now don't go to the central and mention the term. Whether they lynch you.
Let me just.
Our movement is organic. We are not. We don't.
Is it that serious?
See, let me put.
You have okay. Let me give you a clip. Let me give you a video clip. Look, Oden Ewa just stepping on the ground. You don't even need to invite people to come out. You'll be surprised what you will see.
Are they not coming out for the money?
Which money?
I'm asking.
I am his central coordinator. For example, on Friday, when he landed, which money?
I'm just asking.
People just want to see a change. People want to see a change. Change. That is what people are looking for.
Honorable King, people want to see a change. That is what your man have just said.
Yes.
Come 227.
Yes.
Let's say 228.
Okay.
By this time, 1 year after.
Yes.
What change will people see?
From Oden Ewa,
Exactly.
yes, Senator Oden Ewa.
Exactly.
Yes. Now let me tell you this. Oden Ewa happens to be a commissioner for Yako extraction, right? Since in the State Executive Council you have to every local government has at least one
commissioner.
Okay, he happens to be one of them, and normally his priority should have been the Yako people. Or
no, his priority.
No, I know. I'm talking about because he is a commissioner
representing
Yako
in the state.
Okay. Exactly. So if he wants to touch, let's just say before he will touch any other person, he has to really touch Yako. And if possible, his immediate state constituency. Since there are two commissioners from his own.
Which is Yako 1.
Yako 1. Okay. But this is what Oden has done. Oden woke up one day and decided that the manner at which people come to approach him to say, my son is sick. He's in the hospital and I need some money to take care of it. Oh, my wife just put to bed and look at the complication. My this. He sat down and said, and he kept taking care of this. And he said, this is not the right way to go about this thing.
Okay.
Let me come up with a health insurance scheme that will cover these people.
Okay.
And he floated a 1,500 health insurance opportunities for the Central Senatorial District.
For the Central?
Yes.
What year was this?
Last year. Just last year.
So don't you think that insurance scheme was politically motivated?
Hold on.
For this office is looking
Hold on. Well, it's a good will.
It was politically motivated, but at least we was able to assist the people.
Now let me tell you this.
Why did the senator not do it?
This is what I want him to see something now.
Okay.
I complained earlier that when you are doing something for your children, assuming like he has 6 children, so you do this thing equally, okay? So that these people will feel our dad also care about us, and the other people will do the same thing. But in the case of Oden, this is what he did. Out of the 1,500 people he gave this health insurance to, he shared this 1,500 divided by 6 is 250. He shared 250 slots
across
each of the 6 local government.
Okay.
I happen to be his coordinator for Obubra local government and in charge of the health insurance scheme. I also followed suit that out of the 11 council wards of Obubra local government, we decided to divide the 250 slots to the 11 wards, which every ward had about 20 something thereabout.
Okay.
And that was it. Do you know the funniest part? In this health insurance, over 60 something individuals have benefited from surgery, free surgery, terrible surgery that would have taken them, cost them over 2-3 million naira. They get it free of charge. And now this also prevented them from going to knock on the door of Oden Ewa.
Okay.
Of Oden Ewa
okay.
to beg for assistance. Now they have their cards. They can access this thing free of charge.
Okay.
And this is what I expect. Let me go back to your question. You said, what do I expect to see after 1 year of his swearing in? I expect that immediately Oden is sworn in, of course, the number of the health insurance beneficiaries will increase.
Okay.
More people will access free health care, courtesy of Oden Ewa, free of charge.
Okay.
Now for education, he took it upon himself and said, we have been given a federal polytechnic in Ukorebi. And one of the things is that if in the federal polytechnic, if we don't have the quota that is required, the school might be taken away from Ukorebi, might be withdrawn to another location. Let us do. Now, he is not a senator. He is just a commissioner. We have a senator who is also from the same local government where the federal polytechnic is domiciled. Brother, what has he done to keep that polytechnic on? No, nothing. But then made sure that every year, 150 students get admission into the polytechnic and are on scholarship to ensure that they are in that school. Every year, we started last year, this year, the same thing, to ensure that the school is stable.
Okay. So now, before we continue with the...
I don't even want to talk about the postgraduate and other from in the universities where he in fact, you see so many students in the University of Calabar, Crutech and co. who are beneficiaries of his magnanimity, his scholarship scheme.
Okay. So just last week, or yes, over the weekend, last week rather, the APC had their primaries, their senatorial primaries.
Yes.
And there have been a lot of confusion about the primaries. Some say Oden was disqualified. Some say he wasn't disqualified. And on Saturday, the returning officer of the APC for that election cleared the air on Friday. He cleared the air that Oden was not disqualified, that he got Oden's clearance from the party chairman and the organizing party secretary of the party.
Yes.
But there are some persons who still believe that the national office is still not pleased with what is on ground. I don't know if you can speak to that, Mr. Obo.
Yes. When somebody is mentioning the national office, is the national organizing secretary from the state office.
Okay.
The national organizing secretary is the one saddled with that responsibility. I'm talking like a politician.
Okay.
At the level we are, the only option available to it is to go to court.
Okay.
All this one running around Abuja is a waste of time.
Next week, the party will release all the results from the circular I just saw this afternoon.
Okay.
The party will release the results of all the elections.
Yes.
What if that result is released and it is Eteng's name that is there?
Eteng's name cannot be there now because he failed. He failed the primaries.
What if?
No, how can will you inherit from what you did not buy?
Now, there are some discrepancies. When that result was announced initially, Oden came first.
Please, let me clear some doubts there before you continue.
When you're answering, you just answer all.
No, remember
Oden
that
came first.
Okay.
Mary Egbara, Ekpere rather, was second.
Yes.
And Eteng third.
Yes.
But when the the returning officer was announcing the results, Oden first,
yes.
Eteng rather came second instead of third, and Mary came third. So what really happened there?
Well, I think for me, what is important is whether you read 10 results and I'm taking first, that means I took first.
So don't you think that is a loophole?
There's no loophole as long as I am maintaining my first position. I took first.
So it is Mary that should rather take Eteng to court for swapping
I
position.
don't know. That is their business. But me, I'm maintaining my first position. So why am I bothered?
Okay.
I'm not bothered because I'm maintaining my first position.
It seems you have something to say.
Yes. I'm coming. Let me say something. What I'm trying to say is that the party has guidelines to follow. And those guidelines are being followed. I'm talking about you saying,
the disqualification.
Will I be surprised to see a name? You can't jump the guidelines.
Okay.
There are procedures for substitution of names after elections have been declared
by
the returning officer.
when the party says it is the national that should declare
Let
results.
me even go there. The party knew. That is why the legal advisor immediately had to give a memo to the national chairman. The party cannot even do that. They knew it's wrong. You'll be going against the electoral law.
Okay.
You understand? If you don't do that, my brother, they will shoot you for block us. So the very first thing is to announce, because if you don't do that, that is the loophole you would have created for the other man to take you to court tomorrow.
Okay.
So the very first thing is to announce, and once elections have been announced, there's a procedure for substitution of names.
Okay. Is it true that Oden had the backing of His Excellency?
Which is excellent. Is it the president
the
or
governor
the
of Cross River State, Senator Prince Bassey Ededo, too, because that is what is around the state. And a lot of images, a lot of pictures were, a lot of cartoons were created of Oden, Eteng and the governor challenging themselves and all that. So Eteng was not really fighting Oden, but was actually in a battle between him and His Excellency.
Okay, let me come this way. I want you to remember the fight in River State politics between Fubara and Wike.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That one it was obvious.
Hold on.
There's Fubara and Wike.
Yes, hold on. No, wait. You know, a lot of people expected the president to step in and get things settled and so on. Mm-hmm. And when the president delayed, mm-hmm. people started assuming that because he is a minister, that the president is actually supporting him against Fubara. Mm-hmm. It was very open. Everybody was talking about it.
But today, we've actually seen it today.
Now, hold on.
That the president, that Wike enjoys the goodwill of the president.
Hold on. I'm just telling you this. I'm using this as an instance now. Because Oden Ewa is a commissioner mm-hmm. in Cross River State, mm-hmm. it is natural
for the
not just a commissioner, him. But a performing commissioner, actually.
So it is natural for the governor to support him?
No, not support. I mean, it is natural for the people to assume that he has the governor's support.
But what if at the end of the day, that assumption is right?
No, it can't be right because it is a free...
Painting the picture you painted with River State, yes. At the end of the day, the assumption that Mr. President was backing Wike has actually come to play.
It is still an assumption.
It has actually come to play because we've seen that actually Fubara have been asked to step down. So Wike have actually had his way.
You are still assuming it is a choice.
We can't even compare the situation of River State to what happened in the Central Senatorial District.
I was just trying to
the issue I want to clear here is that the governor is a father, and is a father to all of us, including Eton Yuna Williams,
including Eteng,
and including Eton Yuna Williams and Oden.
And just like you said, if you're a father, show yourself as a father equally to your children.
He gave them a level playing ground. He gave the two of them a level playing ground.
They actually claims that election was hijacked.
Let me tell you the truth. That guy is not on the ground.
But there are claims that the election was hijacked.
Jonah is not on the ground.
There are
videos.
Not
hijacking. Let me tell you.
There are videos to that effect, where they were writing results at in the
Let me even go there. Do you know that council there is the collation center? The woman that is doing this wrong.
Collation center writing results. The collation center.
Oh, what do you do at the collation center?
In a closed door, in an office.
Let me explain to you now. Let me explain to you. This is direct primaries. The elections was conducted in the 66 wards. Then each local government is taken to its local government headquarters. That place was designated for the collation center in Ikom.
All right.
So now, assuming you come council hall and there's no security, can't you stay in the chairman's office to collect results?
Okay.
Why would a woman boggle into and steal people's monies?
Steal monies?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe that's a discussion for some other day. Mr. King, your last word before we leave.
I want to tell you that we, especially we in the Central, you people have been enjoying a lot. See, we have been feeling this brunt of underrepresentation in the Central, especially in the Senate, in the red chambers. But this time, that we believe and we can see clearly that an intelligent young man who has evidence of performance is going to the red chambers to represent us. I look forward to a very robust representation, a very effective, efficient representation from Honorable Oden Ewa when he becomes a senator.
All right.
Oden has proven himself. The victory we have today didn't just come. He worked for it. And we give God the glory that at the end of it, victory came. We expected that victory because we have been in the field working for the past 1 year. For the past 1 year, we've been in the field. The Ethan as a senator, even consultation, even as I'm talking, he has not consulted one person. So whom was he expecting to come and deliver him?
All right.
So in politics, when you fail, you take it in good faith. It has always happened, and it continues to happen. So all I would say is that we welcome everybody, both the ones that failed, the ones that succeeded. Is victory for all. All we want is an improved central senatorial district where our voices will be heard, where people will begin to feel the impact of governance, and Oden will come with that. Oden is already doing it, and he will do it by the grace of God.
All right. Thank you very much. As you all know, politics should be about service, accountability, and the people. And this is where we are going to draw the curtain for today. This is Political Roundtable with Ukorebi Esien. And my guest had been Honorable Oden Ewa, the Central Coordinator for the Oden Political Movement, and also Honorable King Omeyi, the Obubra Coordinator for that same movement, Oden Ewa Political Movement. Thank you and see you next time.